I'm Stuart Chaifetz. I represent Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, otherwise SHARK. You know, whenever I would get into debates with hunters, they would tell us that we're conservationists. Name one species that we've ever wiped out. And I say, immediately, the New Jersey black bear. By the early 1970s, bears had been overhunted to the point that, according to their own documents, there were about 10 left. That's an annihilation. And as soon as there started to be a few bears back in the state, in the early 90s, they were pushing for a bear hunt. And we've actually been fighting them all that time, every year almost, for more than a decade now. And we've had some amazing victories. Governor Christie stopped a bear hunt imminently, right before it was supposed to, those guns would start shooting. She stopped it. And we've lost some battles, but if they had had their way, there would have been regular bear hunts for more than 10, 12 years now, if not for all the people here and the people out there who have fought so hard against it. So never forget the power that you hold, because we've already seen it in the lives saved, the lives that have not been killed, that are not wound up in a trophy in some hunter's room. It's because we have risen time and again, and we will continue to rise as long as it takes. Now, the other thing that I always tell people is that, especially with the New Jersey Division of Fish and Wildlife, is that hunting is not science, it's a business. The so-called biologists make a certain part of their money from the sale of hunting licenses. They also, by the way, get tax money from now on, because we give hunter welfare to them because there aren't enough hunters to pay for the license fees anymore. So bear in mind, at this point, hunting is now tax subsidized. So much for their hate of big government.
Amen.
And you hear, Governor Christie, oh, we want to tear down government, except when it comes to the ones we kind of want to help. Now, why is that? Why has Governor Christie gotten so behind this bear hunt? Well, last year, SHARK did an investigative report into the financial connection between a hunting political action committee, the New Jersey Outdoor Alliance, and Governor Christie's campaign. And for those of you who remember back then, we held a press conference. We got a lot of attention to it, and we filed a complaint with the New Jersey Election Law Commission, because what we found out was this PAC had potentially illegally donated more in-kind donations to the governor than they reported and was legally allowed. I think it was about 3 or 4 times the legal limit. And if you want to read this report, go to www.christiescorruption.com and you can read it. Now, we at SHARK, we take things seriously. So when we did this report, we knew our facts, we knew what was going on, we saw the connection, we saw the quid pro quo, that the hunting group had spent all this money promoting Christie, potentially illegally, and in return, they got a bear hunt. Now that report that we submitted to New Jersey Election Law Commission was voted on by the commission 4-0 to have a full investigation, which is a rare occurrence. Not everyone gets it. And I'm happy to tell you that they are currently still investigating that. So the New Jersey Outdoor Alliance and Governor Christie are under investigation right now for potentially election law violations. So that's why we're having a bear hunt. It's not science, it's not danger, forget all that stuff. It's because Christie made a deal. And whether that deal was implicit with a handshake or a wink or a nod, it was a deal to sell lives for electoral support, to trade blood of innocent animals because he wanted to get elected. He wanted to make sure the gun and the hunting people were on his side. And I'll tell you something else that shows you how corrupt it is, and I'm going to point up there. I don't know if he's still there, but earlier, Larry Harity, one of the top guys at Division of Fish and Wildlife, was looking down at us. When the reality is we should be looking down on him, because as part of our investigation, we found out, just to show you the incestuous nature of this, you've got a political organization designed to promote hunting. Well, Mr. Harity and a few of the other employees of DEP donated money to that PAC And he also attended the political event that supported Christie that the PAC held. So, well, of course you're going to get hunting then. Of course there's no chance of anything else when the people in charge, when the biologists in charge are so closely tied to the political group that wants hunting. So I just want to leave you with one final message. This has been a very long and painful battle that we've all fought for many years now. But don't give up, because time, just like the day goes and the night comes and the next day comes, there will be a day when Christie won't be here. And there will be a day, and I'm not talking 6 years from now, I'm talking much sooner, because we know that people can see through it, the phoniness. The great U.S. attorney, who, by the way, sells out government resources, which is what they call bears, for votes. People are going to see through that, but spread the message. Talk about it. Make sure everyone knows that when those shots go off and those bears die, tell them to think of Christie and how easily willing he was to sell lives for blood. Thank you very much.